So, bypass, we have them primer ring with lactate. There's an arterial loop that we go through that gets all the crap out of the, like, because it's plastic tubing and stuff like that, we get ready to hook up and everything. You don't have to worry about all of it, that part of it, we can just talk you through. In this instance, like, Christine and Helena both know, like, typically we shorten lines and we do things because that's better for the patient. In this instance, we're not doing any of that, we're just throwing it all together. They cut it in half and they'll slime, and they'll have those in, the cannulas in very quickly, so it's just the arterial and the venous. And it is, with the venous, you do drop it. Air in a venous line is not, it's gonna come to us, like, they know what they're doing, and if there's a, like, if you might see them put the line in, there's some blood and there's a block of air sitting up the top, it's not going back, it's coming away. And the only thing is you don't want a column of air because it won't drain to us, that's all, then we have to fart around, but these guys are, they know what will move and will not move, they wouldn't allow that to happen, and the way the loop is fixed up, it'll work just fine. The return comes back to us. And so basically it stabilizes the person because their heart's no longer doing the work of ejection. The pump is, we set a cardiac output speed, so for me, my cardiac output, I might say, is 4.5 liters, and so basically it's dial, and we just do it. What bypass or ECMO does also allows you to turn off their lungs. Like, so they don't have to breathe anymore, we can drop their lungs, because we oxygenate through our circuits. So that can be very helpful in fixing this, because so the lungs drop and then it's the lungs expanding are not pushing on the heart going get like shooting the blood out, right? So the lungs drop, we're oxygenating, removing the CO2, it's got nothing to do with their heart or their lungs anymore. And then they can quickly do their repair and they don't have to worry about the person taking care of themselves or anesthesia. And then, so the biggest thing will be that somebody will be pumping in volume, because they've lost volume, and anesthesia will just be making sure that they're really asleep and paralyzed, so that they, like, everything is easily moved and things like that, and their lungs stay down. So, cardiac output, blah, 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 we fly around. The other thing that we don't have in here is we need a water bath, because if you're coming through these lines, the person's temperature is going to start to drop like a rock because it's cold, it's room temperature. So we don't want that. So we'll have a water bath hooked up and we'll just keep them kind of at normal temperature. Unless somebody says, no, start cooling because this is a bad situation, then you do that. But we just keep them at normal temperature. And then again, they finish their repair, then everybody goes up. Stands here for a while and looks around, make sure that, like, the patch is holding and there's not little spurges everywhere and stuff like that. And then, once they're happy with that and they're happy with the rhythm and everything, and so we haven't really arrested. So the reason that the person would arrest would be because if your temperature gets quite cold, your heart starts to fibrillate. So we don't want them to be too cold. And our machine would take care of that. Or that they've actually hit, like an artery, so now they've got damage to the heart, and so they start having an MI, and so they may have some troubles with that, so they could fibrillate, and that's when, like, so coming off they would shock, and then go from there. And if you have cardiac anesthesia, they're also going to be looking at the echo to see what that kind of function is like. So you've had one guy for sure that they hit the LAD. We did not, there isn't, all they did was stabilize. And we took him over there, waited 3 hours, and took him to St. Louis because he needed a cath to know where they need to graft, right? Mm-hmm. So he went over there and then he just had bypass surgery the next morning to fix his pneumatology. That was it, he was a young guy. And then all the other ones that I've been for, and I don't think anyone else has had.
We just did one about 3 weeks ago. Dr. Lipschitz came up with his finger on the woman's heart. We had bypassed, right? Like, we didn't open anything. Were you on that case, Tracy?
Yeah.
So we didn't open anything, but they ended up just using a patch, didn't they?
And that's usually because
Any question patch.
but yeah, and that's usually what they do. Like, most of them are like not gonna, like, you can, by the time you do all this cannulation, you could probably have repaired
Like,
it.
we had the cardiac here, we had the
Yeah.
pump in the room, but yeah, but he came up with his finger on the hole, so.
Yeah, and every time, like, well, sometimes they come up, they're just not good, and it's a stab to the chest, they don't know it yet, and then they call. But, like, yeah, twice in the middle of the night I've been, and it's been Brendan with his finger in the hole. And then he's actually, I mean, like, so you know how that is, like, if there's no hurt at all, it's just like, okay, don't worry, and it's all fine, and all that kind of stuff. So that part of it is, although I have noticed that things are changing in terms of who is on hold, like I've seen people I've never seen before, and they're not Brendan, they're a lot more excited than, so, so then maybe that might get to be a little bit more hairy for all of you in terms of that, but basically, it's it's the same as anything, stop it, and then it'll, and then you just kind of wait, and then get other stuff going, okay? And the only one, Christine had a very bad, he had a thoracic case that we had a problem with, and he was open on the side, and they tried to cannulate that way. And that's very, like, I mean, Dave was Dr. Shank, and they've cannulated before, not in a long time, and that's hard, that's tough to get in there, it's the same cannula. So that's it. So that's what the pump does. The bigger thing, get the cell saver going, because then we're gonna give him back his blood, and he's already had how much blood downstairs, because that's what they do the minute they come in, they just do massive transfusion, and they're just transfusing like crazy. So the cell saver come in first, and then you just wait for whoever to get here. And this room is a very nice room, because it's very fast for us to get in. And this is the side we have to be on, because we need the gas lines. So this is where, and our heat crew plugs in and everything like that.
90% of the time you'll be on.
Yeah, I know, I've been down there, and one is difficult, like, because actually, one's a beautiful room, but we're far away from our stuff, like, we stretch a little bit, but whatever.
It's usually just, yeah, and it's going to the,
Yeah,
that's for the massive transfusion and stuff too, yeah.
yeah, it doesn't matter, like, I mean, whatever, you just make it work where it works, that's all, like, and then it's sort of depending on who they say is coming over and stuff like that, I don't know, we're not very quick to roll, like, we have, in the middle of the night, sometimes this is getting to be a challenge getting out of our room. Like, we gotta move so much stuff to get, like, we do have a problem with that, you know, you guys, it's getting to be, like, when they call us for ECMO, like, to go to MICU or things like that, we're starting to, we can't get out sometimes, which is a little bit of there's so much stuff in the hall now, right? So it's a little bit of a challenge to get there, so